Welcome back to the Empire Sports of Mind podcast. It's been 7 months. We haven't held a podcast in what seems like forever, but we're happy to be back. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys. It's been a long time, and now we're gonna get right into it. It was week 1 of the NFL season. As we all know, Jets and Giants played today. Jets played the Steelers. Giants played the Commanders. Still call them the Redskins, but the Commanders they played. Jets ended up losing today's game. We'll get right into that one. 34-32 in a game that they should have won. I mean, 9 out of 10 times you win that game. And of course, the Jets come out on the losing end. Their offense looks great, Matthew. I mean, I don't know how much you watch this game. No, you were locked into your Giants Commanders, but Justin Fields really looked good. He looked phenomenal this game. The running game was going. I think they had about 200 total rushing yards. Brees Hall had over 100 yards. Garrett Wilson had 100 yards almost, had a touchdown. Everything was rolling on offense. But Matthew, the defense, the secondary in particular, was terrible, abysmal today, and that's why they lost the game.
Yeah, I called this for me. I guess I was box score watching. I wasn't actually watching the game the Giants were on at the same time, but I think, I had Red Zone on in the background as I was watching the Giants primarily, but I think one thing that stood out offensively is the play calling seemed competent. I like the split of running to passing, 39 rushes compared to 22 passes. That's kind of, I think, what we called for on this
Yeah.
podcast probably 7 months ago. Last time we were here, we said, "Hey, run the ball 50 times a game." And had the Jets probably gotten 70, 80, offensive snaps this game, probably would have been 50, close to 50 runs. So I love that. It opens up the pass, which makes it easier for Justin Fields. And also, if you're scoring and you're having good drives or running to ball, that means you're not playing from behind too. It means you're possessing the ball. It means you're keeping the clock running. So there are a lot of good things when you can run the ball effectively for first downs, use the pass to play off of that. There's just a lot of good byproducts. So I really like what I saw there. Yeah, the defense was torn to shreds. I saw on Twitter that guy was Brandon Stevens. He's the
Yeah.
cornerback too.
From the
Uh,
Ravens, yeah.
yeah, really got torn apart there. They really attacked him, and this is something that happened in the Giants game too. I'm assuming Rodgers really. I don't think he targeted Sauce that much. I probably just strictly targeted
Sauce gave up
Brandon
1
Stevens.
catch for 9 yards in the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, and that says a lot because Aaron Rodgers did throw for 4 touchdowns. He did throw for 250 yards. So a lot of that came off of CB2, and I know the safeties as well. So
Oh, God.
I don't know how you fix that because it's not like you have depth in the safety room that can overcome the lack of depth at CB2, or you have other guys in the slot. But it seems like a pretty dire situation in week 1 already.
It is. It definitely is. Like, Rodgers picked them apart for dinner. I mean, it was just terrible out there. I mean, Rodgers and to be honest with you, like, I hate to sound like a sour ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you wanna say about the breakup with Rodgers. He didn't even look that great to me today. Like, honestly, he just hit his open man. He had one good throw off his back foot to whoever that was, the receiver, to set up for, during that one of those touchdown drives. But
Yeah, that
Rodgers,
was
overall, to me, didn't look that great. Nothing really impressive. Like, was a good game manager. Obviously, won the game, scored 34 points. Still pretty impressive. But like, they got lucky with the turnover. I mean, first of all, Xavier Gibson, this guy cannot be returning
yeah.
kicks for
Why?
us anymore. This
Why?
guy should be done. He had 11 fumbles last year returning kicks. I think he lost like 5 of them last year. Had one today at a crucial time. Jets were up
Yeah.
by 9 points. 2 minutes later, they're down by 5 points. It was terrible. It's like it was unbelievable. This guy cannot be returning kicks for our team anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. You had Aaron Glenn say after the game, guys that make costly plays will not be playing anymore. Maybe that is a shot at Gibson. Maybe it's a shot at maybe Stevens. Maybe Stevens is on the chopping block. I don't really know. But I like to hear some. Hopefully, he holds his players accountable because Saleh did not do any of that during his tenure. So hopefully, Glenn is a breath of new fresh air when it comes to that. What I like to see, like I saw, like Glenn wasn't perfect in this game, Matthew. I didn't agree with going for 2 points when Nick Folk missed that extra point and the Steelers had a penalty, which set the Jets up on the 1 yard line, and then Glenn figured to go for it. I didn't agree with that. I think it was too early in the game to go for 2. I really didn't agree with that. Didn't end up getting 2 point conversion. Jesus, I can't talk right now. And then later in the game, They went for another 2-point conversion. They had to go for it to go up by
Yeah, that
3,
one,
and it was a terrible play call. That was probably the worst play call all game. A long developing passing play, which ended up failing. Fields throwing to Garrett Wilson in triple coverage. So two, I
I
mean, look,
saw that.
it wasn't perfect, but it was definitely more competent than what we saw from Salah, for sure.
Yeah. I thought from what I saw on Twitter, the play calling seemed like it was good. It seemed like that play from the goal line where they fooled the entire Steelers defensive line and Fields just took it around for a rushing touchdown the other way. I mean, that's stuff you can do with a mobile quarterback that you couldn't do with Rodgers last year, which I think is nice to have. Um, I saw that other. I did see one play on red zone. I don't know how many snaps this guy played, but that guy Quantez Stiggers or whatever,
Yeah,
as
he's
a
a special team.
quarterback, he played whatever. I saw one snap on red zone. It seemed like he had an opportunity to pick off a ball, and he like tripped over his own feet. I don't know if you remember that play, but I don't know if he's an
Um,
option, but
yeah,
he
yeah,
struggled
yeah,
on the one play that I saw. I don't know who else is in that room, quite frankly. If this guy, I've never heard of this guy, Brandon Stevens, before today. So,
yeah. So he
um,
was, yeah.
and
I mean,
I
look,
mean, you have
the
Tony
DJ Reed
Adams
loss.
and, Cisco as the 2 safeties.
Cisco
Those
played
guys 2
terrible.
years ago, for the record, were on the Jets and were the 3rd and 4th safety, right?
Well, no. You had Tony Adams starting last year. Tony
But 2
Adams.
years ago, I don't think he started 2 years ago,
Yeah, no,
right?
he didn't start 2 years ago. He started
Mhm.
last year. Didn't play horrible last year, but still, like, not, I mean, he's your safety 1. It's not what you want. This, I mean, the safety room was really bad, and Cisco looked like, he looked like a deer in headlights out there today. He looked really bad. And I think the safety room, Stevens, cornerback 2, it is going to cost you heavy this year because the Jets in years past couple 3 years, they DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter, still 2 of those 3 guys, but the DJ Reed loss, really, you really noticed it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
today's game, Matthew. It just goes to show you that DJ Reed deserved that money that he got in the offseason because it just goes. I mean, look, you have Sauce Gardner, one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and your secondary still has issues. Still, it just goes to show you how big of a loss DJ Reed was. It's going to hurt them. It really is. I mean, look, if you have their defense playing the way that they did today against the Bills, Josh Allen is going to pick this team apart. It's not even going to be a close game if the secondary performs like the way they did in today's game. It's gonna be a blowout. That's what really concerns me. It really
Yeah.
does.
And for another year, they did this a little bit today, but I think they have versatility in the running back room too, with Breece Hall obviously getting the majority of carries.
He had to.
Braylon
He had
Allen,
to.
only 6 carries for 9
There's
yards,
a
but
reason for that, though. Yeah,
right.
Breece
I mean,
Hall looked
it's
so
different
good.
situations because you're giving him,
Yeah,
the ball with like heavier sets and stuff, more predictable run sets. So the goal for his runs is what, to get a yard, where Breece Hall you're trying to break, 5 yards a carry or something. So, but I think they have versatility in the running back room, especially with Fields also the run pass options. So I don't, did they run a lot of run pass options? I didn't really get to see, but
they
I
did.
know he ended
There
up
was a
with 12
lot. There was a yeah. Fields got out a lot. Yeah, yeah. I think for look, the 2-point conversions, they should have did a read option. Didn't end up doing it. That's what cost them. But they did. It was definitely effective in the game. And just having Fields' athleticism is really big because in today's
Mhm.
league, you need a guy a mobile quarterback that could run, extend plays. You saw Rodgers today, Matthew. He was a statue in the pocket. He
Yeah,
can't move. The
I
guy
did see
cannot
that.
move. The Jets got home to him. Once there's an ounce of pressure, the play's over. Play's over. He
Yeah,
sees he makes his first read. If that guy's not open, well, today that first read was open pretty. It was pretty common for that first read to be open. But if that
yeah.
first read's not open, the play's over. He cannot extend plays like he used to. And it just irks me that they couldn't beat this guy today. He walks off the field with a smug ass face, chirping at some fans heading off the field. It just made the loss that much worse. Seeing a
Mhm.
guy that was supposed to be your savior come in 2 years ago. The Jets move on from him. He has that meeting with Glenn, which he's still salty about for some reason. They flew across the
Yeah.
country from California for Glenn to tell him that you're not going to move on with him. But like, imagine you can't win in that scenario because say Glenn did it over a Zoom call. He's like, and then Roger's going to say, "Oh, why didn't you do it in person?" So you can't win in that
Mhm.
scenario. But
Yeah.
he's still salty about something that the Jets couldn't win. So I'm sick and tired of. Honestly, like Matthew, like after today's game, I am sick to my stomach that I defended this guy for 3 years. This guy is a jerk off. This guy's a terrible guy. He's a real every single play that doesn't go his way, he blames everyone but himself. I'm just sick to my stomach that I defended this guy for 3 years. Sick to my stomach. His
Yeah,
true colors show today.
you were one of the, really dead
And
set,
I had to. I had to.
yes.
I feel
Yeah.
like I had to.
No, yeah, I can't blame you. I guess one thing the Jets did do well, defensively was the run. I mean, the Steelers didn't ever get their run game going. I think the Jets did a better job on that, and that was a bit of a struggle last year to the run defense. And I think part of that, you have two solid linebackers with Sherwood and Quincy Williams. So I guess they did a good job. That's something to build off of. But yeah,
I mean, look, absolutely. You had guys on your defense. Quinton Williams had an excellent game. Jermaine Johnson had a good game. He had a sack. You
Will
had Quincy
McDonald two
Williams had a
sacks.
sack. Will McDonald had 2 sacks. These guys, like your star players today. Sauce Gardner had a great game. Gave up 1 catch for 9 yards. Garrett Wilson, 90 yards and a touchdown. You had Quinton Williams played an all-time game. Will McDonald, 2 sacks. You would think that when your stars perform like they did today, you would win the game. That's what makes it so much frustrating, like
Why?
so much more frustrating, because all your star players came out and played a hell of a game, and they still couldn't come out with a win.
So I know now we've done this podcast. I guess this is like the part of the fourth season we're doing this podcast. I've asked this probably every year. Why doesn't Sauce Gardner trail or always follow the lead receiver, like Metcalf in this case?
Yeah.
Has that changed with the new coach? No.
I just don't know what it is. I think that the league has trended towards teams not doing that anymore. I really don't have an answer for you, because if it was up to me, you'd be shadowing the wide receiver won the whole game. I really don't have a concrete answer for you. I look, I said it today. I was yelling at the TV for the Jets to do it today with Metcalf. I mean, it seems like every time Sauce was on Metcalf, Rodgers wasn't looking that direction. So I mean, that's the thing that it's pretty obvious. Like it seems like the obvious thing to do. But it seems like maybe the league's trending in a direction where teams don't think about doing that anymore. I don't really know. Maybe it's with the zone coverage. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, they got beat by Calvin Austin on some of those plays. That
Yeah,
last touchdown, which was a good throw. I mean, that's on whatever the other guy Stevens. But
yeah,
I think right, this is a very clear example where there's Metcalf who's much better than like the rest of those guys aren't that talented. But look, they still got beat by those guys, so I don't think it really would have mattered. They would have just attacked, no, Stevens either way, and that's kind of what they did.
yeah. Let me just say one more thing about Rodgers. After after the game in his press conference, they asked him, "Was it sweet to win against your former team?" And they mentioned the Glenn meeting, and he's like, "Yeah, it was great to beat everyone in that organization," acting like he was the victim. Like, see, like, dude, seriously, you're the victim? Stop playing that card. This guy is a textbook narcissist. A
Yeah.
textbook narcissist. This guy, he acts like the victim in every single scenario in his life. It's unbelievable. You know who the victim is, Matthew? We are the Jets fans are the victim, not you, Aaron Rodgers, with your mansion in Malibu, your mansion in New Jersey. And I'm a freaking student. I was studying to become a physician's assistant to save lives. I'm going to make $100,000. You make $30 million a year. You are not the victim. Please, enough. This guy is so tone deaf. He's always on the wrong side of things when it comes to just his take on life and everything. I saw a report today. His ex-girlfriend, I don't even know her name. She said that their relationship was so bad that she was at the lowest point of her life, depressed and everything. Sounds pretty relatable, Matthew, to us Jets fans. Sounds pretty relatable. So, I mean, this guy is I can't believe I defended this guy for 3 years. I cannot believe it.
John, why don't you tell the pod what you did to your Aaron Rodgers paint? You had a nice picture.
I had a nice picture that I got from Etsy 2 years ago when the Jets got Rodgers. It was like a drawing. It wasn't like it was like a drawing of him in a Jets uniform, the white throwbacks the first year. And that picture's not hanging in my room anymore because I took it off the wall, went in my backyard, threw it, almost landed in my neighbor's yard, and the picture shattered, had to clean it up. Thankfully, it was plastic. It wasn't glass. It was like hard plastic. It wasn't glass, so I didn't thankfully cut my hands or anything. I'm doing fine. But yeah, look, it felt much better when I threw that. After I threw that picture, I felt so much better that I got out that anger. Definitely got to be better though. Definitely got to be better when it comes to dealing with my Jets anger. Definitely got to be better. But look, it's week 1. We got plenty of season to get better in that regard. So we'll see.
We'll see. I mean,
it's only up or down from here. I don't really know.
I mean, there could be a lot down from here. This is a pretty good game, which they lost. There could be. Maybe this is a bit of a transition.
Yeah, you know what though? But
you could have games
the thing is,
where nothing goes your way.
Yeah, no, it was this. No, yes and no. Because say the Jets were down 30-0 in the third quarter, I always I accept that they're going to lose. The fact that it was the last second where they lost, I get more disappointed. I get more mad. But if they were getting blown out, I accept that they lose. I'm not going to be that upset then. It's not going to be like I'm not going to probably throw my Rodgers. Say the Jets were getting blown out, the Rodgers picture would probably still be hanging up in my room right now if they were getting blown out. It's just the fact that they lost the last second. Garrett Wilson ends up dropping the ball. I mean, it was a good hit by Ramsey, but the way that they lost really was disappointing.
I think Fields I was watching that the Giants game was.
He should have ran for the first down. He had the first down. But look, I can't blame Justin Fields because he played a phenomenal game, so I'm really not gonna look at that. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's a
look,
bit of
that's
a
one
bit of hindsight looking back
it
on
is
it.
hindsight.
Because if Wilson holds on to it, you just get up there and it's the same thing. But
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Garrett Wilson had a phenomenal game. First of all, Jalen Ramsey, what a bitch. Literally, that I hate that guy so much. That
that was a
guy,
good play. I don't
he
know.
got a 15-yard penalty because he went out a Jets player after a play. He shoved him, and then the Jets player shoved him back, and he flopped and fell. And the Steelers got the flag. They threw the flag for 15 yards because Jalen Ramsey flopped after
He's a
he
veteran.
instigated. Matthew. Yeah, he's a veteran trash talker bitch. He's a veteran bitch. That's what he is. That guy's
He's a good
terrible.
player. That was a big play in a big moment. That's winner stuff.
It was right before the half. It didn't even end up mattering. But no, Jalen Ramsey is one of the most unlikable NFL players. Yeah, he definitely is one of the most unlikable players. I don't think anybody likes him. I don't even think Steelers fans like him.
We'll see. Okay, let's move on to the Giants. So Jets own
Oh
1.
boy.
So Giants this game. I mean, at least you can take away some positives from the Jets offense, this, that, the other thing. The Giants, you can't say the same. Giants offense was bad. Giants defense, look, it showed some flashes. Overall was bad. Giants quarterback play, bad. Giants run game, bad. Giants receivers, besides Malik Neighbors and a little bit of Wan'Dale Robinson, bad. Giants offensive line, bad. Giants pass rush, worse than expected. Giants secondary, terrible. Giants
Yeah.
linebackers,
No.
terrible. So, look, it was there's not much good I can take away. Brian Burns had 2 sacks, was the only one of that pass rush that kind of had an impact. But look, I have a lot to say about individual guys, and I will get there. But I don't know. Give your overall thoughts first. I'm gonna rip apart this entire roster.
Matthew and I did
Really
keep tabs on this game. I had 3 friends over. One of them's a big Giants fan, so I had to have the game on for him on the iPad. So I was keeping tabs with this game. And every time I looked up, I saw another bad play by Russell Wilson. I kept seeing bad play after play by Russell Wilson. He looked terrible in this game. Giants defense wasn't Matthew. I got to give the defense credit. They kept it to 14 for pretty much the whole game. The Giants were in this game. The defense kept them in this game.
It's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like it was 14 points, and they were on the field the whole game. Like eventually, you're going to get gas,
I want to
and
see
that's
time.
why the Commanders ended up scoring the 3rd touchdown because the defense was on the field the whole game. That's what ends up
Time of
happening.
possession 50-50. I think that
It
reflects.
was, but I feel like it was more like the drives that the Commanders had was more like tolling on the Giants defense. I feel like that's what I'm saying. But Matthew,
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, 17 of 37.
Oh my
That's
God.
not acceptable.
Yeah.
And I do think the Giants are going to think that they're going to think to moving to they're going to think what am I trying to say here? Dart might be a starter next week. That's what I'm trying to say here. Dart might be a starter within the next 2 weeks. Maybe not next week, but within the next 2 weeks. I could definitely see the Giants moving to Dart.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's possible. I'm thinking earlier today, I thought about it. I was on a long train ride. I thought, you know what? Let's move to Dart next week. Now it's 11 o'clock. It's different, different feelings. Maybe not. Russell Wilson's got to be better. I mean, this is like a really bad game. 17 for 37. I mean, like a bad game is like 50%. This is like 10 percentage points below 50%. No yards whatsoever. No deep passes. I thought Russell Wilson, that was the big thing. He threw nice deep ball, good intermediate
The moon ball,
passes.
yeah.
Look, I didn't see that at all. It looked like I think maybe I had it wrong about Daniel Jones. Maybe it's like the play calling. They call like sticks routes, like little hooks, little slants, little screens. No like creative, like no running over the middle or anything. There are no passes over the middle. The Commanders kind of recognize this, stacking the box. There was no like safeties for the Commanders. Everyone was within the first 10 yards because that's where the Giants were playing. That's where they were targeting their receivers. That's where they're running the ball. The Commanders did a good job. It's not like a great defense. I was reading this morning. I got excited at 10 a.m. Commanders, Marshawn Lattimore, their cornerback, 34 years old.
Yeah.
Their other cornerback, something Amos, a 3rd round rookie. And they're like, oh, the Giants receivers could pick these guys apart. Darius Slayton, 0 yards. 0 yards against Adrian, Amos, 3rd round rookie, who I've never heard of. They said it was over aggressive. This was going to give up 100 yards. 0 yards.
I mean, look, your O line is so banged up. The Giants O line is so banged up where it's like, I mean, look, there was no look, don't get me wrong, Russell Wilson was really bad, but he did have negative time in the pocket. Like the Giants O line didn't do him any favors.
Well, honestly, the issue with this, Yeah, Thomas was missing, right? That's big, and when you have
Neal
Mac
was out.
Dowell a
Evan
little bit.
Neal's a bust. That's a problem too.
O'Neal is right, and these are
He's a
lost
lost
cause.
cause at this
But
point.
you didn't even have a pocket in this game because
Yeah,
the
there was
guys who
no
were giving up
pocket.
pressure were the 3 interior linemen. It wasn't even like the tackles held up okay. You didn't even have a pocket because the 3 interior linemen are getting bulldozed every play.
Yeah.
You have I don't know who you have out there. Greg Van Roten, who's just he's a little past his prime, I would say. Greg Van Roten.
No, but
Um,
no, he's a Chaminade guy we love. He's a friend of the pod, actually.
he's friend of the pod, but
He's a friend of the pod.
John, I
So
don't know how
don't talk bad
longer
about
he's
him,
gonna be a
Matthew.
friend.
Friend of the pod.
I don't know how much longer he's gonna be friend of the pod for because it was pretty bad today. And John Michael Schmidt, they ran victory laps around this guy, drafting this guy in the 2nd round to be the next center, whatever, this, that. Yeah, I think he's got to be the worst center in the league. The snaps are
Should have
bad.
took Titman. Should have took Titman.
Maybe. I mean, Tipman, is he? They have complaints. You have
He's pretty
complaints with him
solid.
too, though.
He's a top 15 center. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
well,
not bad.
John Michael Schmitz is bottom 31. His bottom is
Yeah.
really bottom 2. It's like 32nd best center probably in the league.
Yeah.
Really bad. And they don't give any thought to replacing him. He just gets trotted out there. What that draft overall? Deontay Banks, 1st round. John Michael Schmitz, 2nd
Bust.
round. 3rd round,
Bust.
Jalen Hyatt.
Bust.
Schmidt's worst center in the league. Banks
Yeah.
played in situational downs for 1st round pick.
Wait, was that Shane's first draft as GM?
No.
Or second?
Second. They
Yeah,
ran
really
victory
bad.
laps.
That's historically bad.
On Twitter too, I saw A+ draft. This, that. Hyatt didn't play. Banks didn't play. Schmitz doesn't deserve to play. That's a terrible draft. 1, 2, 3. Those guys got to be starters at least. They're
That's
gonna be out of
historically
football
bad.
next year. Out of football.
That is historically, yeah. And it just goes to show, I think the Giants, and I know this might be an overreaction, I don't like the regime. I think they should have fired Dable and Shane after last year. And I know you could say, well, they gave another shot with Dart. They're probably going to be given another 2 years. I don't think so. If they win 3 years, if they win, 3 to 4 wins this year, they win 3 to 4 times, I think they're going to be canned. They're going to be gone. That's it. I mean, they win. How this regime has been with the team, 4 years now? It's about time you win. I don't care if the clock doesn't restart just because they selected Dart. I don't think it restarts in my mind. I think now it's not a playoff mandate. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that if they have a really bad year and that's where it looks like it's trending after today's game, I think they're going to be done. They're on the hot seat. They're definitely on the hot seat for sure. I don't think Mara has much. I don't think Mara's going to have much patience with them anymore.
No, but they have to be competitive. The offense has
to be competitive. Yeah, you're right. Even if they lose 12 games, at least be competitive in these losses. Today was not competitive.
I guess they were competitive.
No, it was not competitive. No way.
But they had no business being in this game. The Commanders didn't play that well. They weren't a well-oiled machine.
So it wasn't competitive.
They had drops, missed throws, this, that. Bad. They had 2 sacks? They had all this pressure. They couldn't get sacks. They were the most undisciplined team, I think, in the NFL this weekend. They had 15 penalties against. Arguably could have been more. But they had no business being in this game, the Giants. The Commanders kept them in this game, and they couldn't do anything. Well, they had the ball, 8 minutes left, down 1 score.
Yeah.
So they were in the game. There was never a thought that they were going to come back and win or score a touchdown because they couldn't move the ball.
By the way, I think it's a total mismanagement to give Devin Singletary. Why is he getting carries? This guy. Why? This guy has nothing left in the tank. He has. I don't care if he had 3 carries for 9 yards. He has nothing left in the tank. I don't know why they have guys that Scatterbuga drafted. Give him more than 2 carries. Come on, that's disgraceful. See what you got with this guy. He's been hyped up. Oh, Cam Scatterbuga. All I've been hearing from Giants fans. Oh, Cam Scatterbuga was a steal draft. 2 carries in the first. Really? If he's that good, why is he getting 2 carries? Why is Singletary getting more carries than him? I know it was only 1, but why is he still getting touches if you drafted Cam Scatterbuga? Why?
It's a good question. One thing I want to say, I noticed Cliff Kingsbury is good. I mean, they were calling good plays. They had good strategery on offense. And look,
he's good, Kingsbury. Yeah, he's a good OC.
Look, the Giants signed Paulson to Debo. He actually played okay as a
Debo played pretty solid. Yeah.
Their other cornerback was Cordell Flott. They were attacking this guy left and right in the first drive. Right away, they knew this guy's the CB2. He's worse than a Debo by a lot. Attacked him a lot. Then Micah McFadden, their second linebacker, goes down with an injury.
Yeah, is that season ending, by the way, or no?
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
It didn't look
But
good. He got
first
carted off.
play, the replacement middle linebacker comes in. First play in the red zone, they target him, touchdown, Ertz touchdown. I mean, that's good play calling. You have these guys come in, weaknesses, backups, this, that. I never see the Giants attack. The rookie quarterback who's they were supposed to attack today gave up 0 yards. 0 yards.
Yeah.
So I don't know why the Giants don't do this. Attack guys get injured, come in, attack them
Yeah,
immediately.
no, they don't. And Matthew, that just goes to show you that the coaching there's a clear problem here with the Giants coaching staff. There's a clear problem. Like you said, like there's a guy that's injured, you have to go after him. And that should be clear. That should be an in-game adjustment. And it's clear they're not making adjustments that like you sitting on the couch can make. Dable can't make that adjustment. Does that make any sense? Maybe it's Russell Wilson just being hit really bad and just having nothing left in the tank. Maybe not realizing this, but this falls on coaching. Like an adjustment like that falls on coaching, and that's definitely troubling. Definitely troubling.
Yeah. One other thing, Bobby Okereke, middle linebacker, 2 years ago, had an All-Pro season. I think
he did, right? All-Pro, yeah. We had the most tackles or whatever, yeah.
Most tackles in the NFL, whatever it was, and deservedly so. It was All-Pro, whatever. Had a great year. This guy's taken a lot of steps backwards.
He's lost
a lot of steps. There was a play, I think it was 3rd and 17. He had Eckler. Eckler's 33 years old, whatever. Doesn't move fast. He's one of the slowest running backs in the league. He had one-on-one with Eckler at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 17. Eckler easily ankle breaks. It's not even like he misses the tackle. He gets like folded like a lawn chair, and then Eckler breaks out, first down. Then I think that was one.
I wasn't aware of that.
Down. Then they got a touchdown a few plays later on that Deebo Samuel like reverse.
I would cut him.
What happened to this guy? This guy used to make tackles. This guy used to be a real middle linebacker. The middle of the field was wide open all game. And this is an indictment on the safeties too. Javon Holland was a big signing or whatever. The middle of the field, they exposed crossers, this, that. The safeties, middle linebackers, they were never there. They were never there to make tackles, make plays, deflect balls, pass breakups, nothing. And part of that, right, McFadden went down with an injury. I don't expect that of the third middle linebacker to come in and make extraordinary plays. I know he's a weakness, but Bobby Okereke is supposed to be one of the leaders and all-pro on defense. Javon Holland, a big signing. These guys were invisible. They made no big plays, overthrows the middle of the field. The middle
does
of
it make you feel wide open. Does it make you feel any better that he had 16 total tackles today? Maybe tackles is a little bit of an overrated stat. Like that's what goes.
Well, no, because for the middle linebackers, they get credit for all of them on runs.
No, they do, but right now he has. I'm looking right now at the box score. 16 total tackles. I think tackles is a little bit of an overrated stat. It doesn't matter at all.
I'm telling you, I watched the game. He missed tackles. Yeah. He was slow. Yeah. He didn't do anything in the pass. In the run game, he probably comes in, he dives on a guy, he gets half a tackle.
But Matthew, I think having 3 sacks in this game is unacceptable as well. You are advertised as the best defensive front in the NFL. 3 sacks is not going to cut it. He really was.
Dexter Lawrence, the
now was it, he was like he was a little banged up, right?
No, not supposed to be. He looked fat, is what he looked like to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
he didn't look like he was in shape. It's not good. The
he
body
got a big contract, right? That's not good.
No, that was 2 years ago. The body of work which he's produced in his career allows me to say, look, one bad game, but he was not impactful. He's supposed to be a big key cog, at least run defender, because he's a big guy, and he's supposed to be one of the best interior pass rushers in the league. He wasn't getting double teamed today because you had Burns, Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, and he could not get pressures or sacks or anything. He was invisible.
Now, was this a concern? Was this a concern training camp that he didn't look in?
No. I think this is a one-off. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold off.
I think it is. He's a good. He's a great player.
My eyes, the eye test told me he looked a little fat. That's what the eye test.
Well, maybe he didn't go through that 72-hour fast, probably. So maybe he needs.
He may need to. And then he'll be too skinny. That's gonna be too much. They eat a lot of food, those guys.
Yeah. How did Carter look? Abdul Carter.
Make any noise? The advance, the eye test said he didn't make that many. I watched the game. I didn't think
he had half a sack.
He had half a sack, but it was on he didn't hit the quarterback first. It would have been Thibodeau's full sack.
So it was like a stat padding sack, pretty much.
Kind of. Look, the advanced stats I was reading on Twitter said he played well. He had some wins, this, that, pressures. Okay. But look, he didn't come through with tackles or sacks or anything. And in the end, and that's what I want.
He's supposed to be this generational player. And I know, look, we're overreacting. It's one game. Like Dexter Lawrence is probably going to be fine. I mean, this is like the typical Monday morning quarterback type stuff here on the Empire's. But look, but we love it. We love it. You gotta have some hot takes, right? Now,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
Matt,
look,
I
Graham
think you're the
Gano.
first person in the
Yeah.
world to say that Dexter Lawrence looks fat this year. I think you're the first person to ever say that.
I'm telling you, he did. Look, you might hear soon in a few weeks if he doesn't. He say looks fat this year.
You should put it out there on Twitter.
I have to get credit. Graham Gano hit a 55-yard field goal, and the
Yeah, I
Giants.
mean, look,
Look,
he's the least of your
This has been good in
concerns.
3 years, so I'm happy to 55-yard field goal.
Graham Gano is the least of your concerns, and Gilliam too. That guy's reliable, oh reliable, Gilliam. Can't even see the name on his jersey because of his long hair. But I'll tell you what, one thing, he looks like Tarzan out there. An absolute beaut. An absolute
John, he
beaut.
wasn't good today though. John,
Really
he had like
wasn't.
punts. He had
Matthew.
punts
It's a
from the
one-off.
40-yard
It's a
line.
one-off. It's all right. It's a
No,
one-off.
he had punts from the 40-yard line, and it didn't even like bounce into the end zone.
Six
Just,
punts. He
threw it
averaged
in.
47.8 yards. Pretty abysmal day from Gilliam. It's all right. He'll bounce back.
He had a punt from the 40-yard line. He's supposed to place. He's supposed to pin them inside, and instead of not even bouncing into the end zone, he put it right through the field goal posts.
Yeah,
It wasn't even close.
Not good. Not good for Gilliam. But look, we're Gilliam is another friend of the pod, by the way. So we can't say too many bad things about him. I know he's a friend of the pod.
Yeah.
You look beautiful out there, Jacob. You look like Tarzan. I love you, pal.
Jamie.
I want to touch on Matthew. I want to touch on this report that I saw earlier today that said the Giants apparently they had some packages ready for Dart this week that he's going to get a couple snaps. What is that about? It's either you start the kid or you don't. That is so stupid. Why would you do something like that? It's not like he's Justin Fields and could. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. He's a mobile guy. He could definitely run for a couple of yards, but he's not like Justin Fields where that's what he's known for, running the football. That's not what he's known for. So, like, why would you give him a couple packages?
You know what? I call bullshit on this because I didn't see it happen. I didn't see it happen. If they had packages for him, they definitely would have used him because this was a game where it's not like Russell Wilson had there was no point in using him because Russell Wilson had everything figured out. Yeah. If they had packages for him, they would use it for the sake of trying something different. So I call bullshit on this, whatever this.
But you know what? I think that's another thing where who's leaking this stuff? Why is it getting out there? That's another problem.
Well, it's probably fake. I don't know. You could have somebody come and say fake source.
But this guy Pat Leonard is fake from the New York
Pat Leonard's one of the worst. He's not the best.
He's not our sharpest. He's like a managed meta, maybe. You remember that guy from the Jets, managed meta? Yeah, that guy was absolutely terrible. Maybe it's another managed scenario, but
I think they're from the same place, New York Daily News.
New York, is that even like a real newspaper? I've never seen it.
I think it's only online, honestly.
Oh, is it? So it's not a newspaper. It's a digital paper now.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but they have ESPN's like they have the ESPN beat report.
I know they have ESPN. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right.
Who's the Giants ESPN guy?
Jordan Renan. He's actually not bad.
He's good. The Jets have Rich Samini. Guy's the most negative guy. He's good.
He's negative?
You know what though? He says it how it is. I do respect that. He's not like a Jets apologist. I do respect that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tired of talking about football. We're gonna move on to Yankees, but first,
1 week down, and the season's already over. What a shame.
Yeah, it might be. We gotta win next week, both teams.
Who the Giants got next week?
Dallas.
Now, look, I think Dallas played a solid game against the Eagles. I don't think it's an easy win. I really don't think so.
There's no easy win when you're the Giants. There's no easy win when you're the Giants.
Yeah, it's at home at that shitty MetLife Stadium. I hate that stadium so much. Not really home field advantage.
It's at Cowboys. It's at Cowboys.
Oh, it's at Dallas? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted another opportunity. It is better. The MetLife, by the way, Matthew, today the MetLife turf was absolutely terrible. Does this turf have any drainage, by the way? These players were slipping. It was like a slip and slide out there. It's terrible. It cost us a few points.
It's not good. It's not good.
Not good. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. They have this FIFA World Cup. Can they keep the grass for one season? And they're going to have the World Cup next year, too. The Nations World Cup this past summer. Can they keep the grass for 2 years?
No. The answer is not. They love the turf. I don't know.
No, you know why they love the turf? It saves money. It saves about what? $2 million probably. I don't know what it is. Ridiculous.
Maintenance.
Marginal. Yeah.
Grass more teams up north have the Bears have grass. I don't understand. The Bears are in Chicago.
Yeah, come on. Chicago's way colder than New York. Like, come on. What are we doing here?
Unprofessional.
No, it is. It's just Woody Johnson and John Mara being cheap. Nothing new, really.
probably. Okay, moving on to the Yankees, but first a message from our sponsors at Beauty Counter. Thank you, Beauty Counter, for sponsoring today's podcast.
Hey, Beauty Counter, we love that commercial. I know it's, it gets you in the mood. I mean, it's a little bit of a look. We want to thank you, Beauty Counter, because during our hiatus, we talked to a lot of potential partners. Beauty Counter was one that we really wanted to get done. We got a big deal done, a deal like you've never seen before, quite frankly. I think this deal is going to do, just so many great things. Like you see today, Matthew, we have the StreamYard Pro. This deal is making shit happen. It's making our podcast so much better. It's a better product. Beauty Counter, thank you so much. We were so happy to get the deal done with you. Really, really
Yeah,
thank you. I want to
and
thank Beauty Counter for sponsoring our next, I think it's 10 podcasts was the deal. So thank you
yeah,
so much.
and thank you to the rep that we talked with, Francine. Francine was the rep. She did great. She brokered a great deal. With
No, we're
Beauty.
laughing because we've had some funny comments. She's a wonderful woman, and she's also a very funny woman. That's why we're laughing. We have a lot of inside jokes with her.
Mhm.
So, Francine, thank you so much for getting it done, bringing this deal to the finish line, and we really appreciate it because
And she
as you guys
says,
see, the product is much better.
"Yep," and her hashtag, what she wants us, our message that she wants us to get across is to be well beautifully. That's what she wants us to do. So
She's
everyone get out there
unbelievable.
to
She's a
do that.
riot. She's an absolute riot. I love that. Look, be well beautifully. That would be tremendous. Now, can I be well beautifully with my football team losing every week? I don't think so. But look, it's good. It's a
But
good
you
thing to
can
take.
with Beauty Counter. So go get
You
them.
can.
Go get
But
it.
look, if your football team's losing, but your skin looks good, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad compensation, right? It's not bad. So you know what I mean?
Yep. All right, moving on to the Yankees. Kind of in the trenches here. September 7th. What are they? 2 games out. They've won now, what,
Yeah.
4 straight series, doing better. I don't know, John. You have faith in this team to go far?
I don't. I really don't.
Okay.
Now look, the gauntlet, the schedule gauntlet started with the Astros series and the Blue Jays, and they won both series, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3. So right now they're what, four? They're four and no, what are they? Yeah, 4-2. Uh, which is not bad. I think the gauntlet is what? It's 12 games, right?
It's
12 games.
just this and then the Red Sox.
Yeah, so you
It's
got 3 games
Pirates,
against the
Red Sox. Oh,
Tigers,
sorry, Tigers,
Tigers,
Red Sox.
Red Sox. So you hope that they could win 2 out of 3 the next 2 series, and that's a win. That's a win, right? I mean, you make out what, 8-4, which would be really
I mean,
good.
that'd be great.
That'd be great. And right now, look, they beat the Blue Jays today 4-3. Didn't watch the game because obviously we were watching football. But
Yep.
got it done. Got it done. Not much happened. I think Bellinger had an RBI. I think Rice had a 3-run home run. And then
Yep.
it was pretty much the bullpen locking it down. Devin Williams surprisingly threw a scoreless inning today. David
Mhm.
Bednar closed things out today. He's been excellent since coming over from the Pirates. What a great pickup for the Yankees. I mean, if it wasn't for Bednar, I don't think we would be in a playoff position right now, to be honest with you, Matthew. He's been a really big addition. Now, with that being said, he's been the only good addition because Doval has been absolutely terrible since coming over from the Giants. He's been terrible, big letdown because
Yep.
when they acquired Doval and Bednar, you're like, maybe this is going to be the 8 and 9, maybe Doval 7, Weaver 8, Bednar 9, but Doval, you have no idea what his role is right now because he's been so bad. But Bednar has been a blessing, and good on the Yankees for going out there and getting a stud closer.
Yes, absolutely. He's been good. I think the main problem here with this team is Volpe. I mean, this guy now, he's gotten what? So he's gotten about 500. Yeah, boo. That's what I say to Volpe. He's got 500 career games now, and he's produced. It's not like we've seen this improvement. It's not like we've gotten the same thing. There's been no improvement. He's 20. What is he? 26 years old now. He's 24. He's not some 18-year-old who's, there's potential there. this is what he is now. How could you say this guy's going to suddenly next year hit 30 home runs, hit 270? He's not even close to
No,
that.
I
He's
disagree. I think he's
207,
elite.
665. He looks lost in most at bats. He occasionally pops a home run. He has decent speed. He used to be a better fielder, and I mean that's about
No,
it.
he's a
He doesn't feel if
nah,
he's not fielding, he's totally useless.
no, he's an elite player, Matthew. You're way off base here. I'm going with what Aaron Boone said, the manager. He said after a reporter questioned Volpe's playing over the past couple of months, I think it was like a month ago this incident happened. And a reporter, I think it was Meredith Morakovitz, we love Meredith, another friend of the pod, said, Volpe's been struggling. She mentioned the errors that he's been having, the fielding issues, obviously the hitting issues. And he said, no, he's effing elite. He literally said he's effing elite. So I'm going to trust Aaron Boone here. No, I'm kidding. Anthony Volpe stinks. And how is no one seeing the mechanical issues that he's having? How can no one spot this out, Matthew? The pitch is not even halfway to the plate, and his hips are fired open. How is
Yeah.
nobody see this? He is crouched down. It's not a powerful stance. How are you going to generate power when your hips are open and you're crouched down? When he was in, I think Mark DeRosa on MLB Network a day ago, he compared Volpe's stance from high school. That's how bad it's gotten. We're comparing his stance to when he was at Del Barton High School in New Jersey. And he looked much better, more powerful. Hips did not fire open. His timing was much better. How is nobody seeing this? Why can't the Yankees hitting coach show Volpe what he was doing in high school and how he can change his stance now? Why is Mark DeRosa doing this? Why can't the Yankees see this? It's terrible.
I mean, Volpe, it's terrible. I'll do a live demonstration. Even on pitches he takes, he does the hips fire open thing, which makes no sense to me. Quite frankly, he's here. Pitch comes in. The all the way open like this. Even when he's not swinging, he's terrible. He looks totally off balance, lost. He relies on rhythm. He relies on timing, way too much for a guy that's not like Giancarlo Stanton, who's going to hit 60 home runs. He should be hitting the ball on lines the other way, up the middle. I don't know why he has like the hitter syncrasies, the hitter idiosyncrasies of a guy that's of Giancarlo Stanton in like 2017. Honestly, Stanton now has less movement. He has, the hitter idiosyncrasies just as bad as Gary Sanchez when Gary Sanchez brought his leg all the way up on the leg kicks. So I don't know how it's not fixable at this point. Honestly, John, you're saying, oh, why don't they have somebody look at this? He's not. I don't even think he's gonna be. This is what he is now. This is 500 games of Anthony Volpe. It's not like
it's
games
500
adjustment. So I don't think it's gonna do much. He should be in the 9 hole, hitting line drives, stealing bases, singles, steals, and good defense. And right now, he's giving you none of that. He's giving you an occasional home run. Sometimes he's clutch with it, but he provides no value right now.
Yeah,
I'd rather have
he's
Caballero.
And I think it was unfair. And look, I was a big Anthony Volpe fan. I met him. I mean, there's no reason not to be a fan. He's a homegrown kid, a local kid from New Jersey. Italian Matthew for us. That's big for us.
Yep.
I'd love to see that. But yeah, I mean, the facts are the facts. He's a bad baseball player. He is what he is. It's now 458 games of Anthony Volpe. You know what type of baseball player he is. He's not going to get much better from this. Maybe he can improve a little bit, have a solid year, but he is what he is. And 458 games, 663 OPS, a career average of 222. This is it. This is Anthony Volpe as a baseball player. First of all, you have him last year. I think 2 years ago he won the Gold Glove. So you figure you have his bat in the lineup. Maybe he's not going to hit well, but at least he's going to provide good defense at shortstop. He can't even do that anymore. So what's the value of having him in your lineup still? There's nothing. I think you have to bench him. I would start him at Rosario for the rest of the year. Maybe platoon Rosario against lefties and Caballero against righties. I would do that. I think that provides more value than Anthony Volpe at this point.
Yep, it's not like Rosario's known for being a bad fielder at shortstop. I don't think he could be worse than Volpe at this point.
I think he's a very underrated hitter, though. This guy, Matthew, this guy
he's good against lefties. He's good against lefties.
Not bad. He's not a bad hitter. He's batting 283 this year.
But against left, that's all against lefty. They don't give him at bats against right.
That's fine though. But that's what you need though. That's a good bench bat to have.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'm fine with that. We got to give credit on this podcast. We're big Trent Grish Daddy podcast.
Grish Daddy. Yeah, we would love to have him on. We would love to have him on the program.
Yeah. Look, if you're listening, I mean, there's always a chance. If you're listening, just hit up our reps. Same reps that brokered the beauty counter deal. Hit Hit up our rep.
The Scott Boras Corporation. That's who you have to reach out to. Look, man, you mentioned Trent Grisham. It scares me because he is a free agent this upcoming
I bring him
offseason.
back. You gotta bring
And
him
no,
back.
you got it, Matthew. You can't lose this guy. I just bought a T-shirt. I'm gonna get a T-shirt for 1 month of Trent Grisham. No, I want him. I want him a couple of years, Matthew. This guy's an electric player. He brings the energy. I don't know where that big sleeper nickname came from, but I'm all for it. I'm more of a Trent Grish Daddy type guy. I don't really call him Big Sleeper. I'm
No,
not
we call
really.
him Trent
Yeah,
Grisham.
we're
It's
Team
not
Grish Daddy.
catching on the Twitter circuits, but
It's not. No,
in the
look.
family.
I think I replied to a John Boy tweet when he had a home run. I said, "Let's go Grish chatting." And I think somebody said, "What the hell are you talking about? What is that?" So I think it definitely hasn't caught the attention of most Yankees fans. But look, it's a great nickname. It should maybe after this podcast it will. But I really hope the Yankees sign this guy at least 2 to 3 more. Matthew, he's made himself a lot of money this season. By the way,
Yep.
30 home runs. He's probably going to get at least what do you think? 3 years, 60 million, maybe 80
I think
million.
he might get like 5 years, 100 million.
And I would do that in a heartbeat if I was the Yankees.
I think you
Have him
gotta
be
do
your
what you
starting center
gotta do.
fielder for the next 3, 4 years, which is
You
fine by
gotta
me.
do what you gotta do. And you know
Yeah.
what? For people saying, "Oh, there's a dilemma with Bellinger," who I would also keep. What I would do is Goldschmidt's 36. You let him walk.
Oh, I don't want Goldschmidt. Yeah, no.
You sign Bellinger and you put him at first base, and then you have
Yeah,
no
I like
outfield
that.
clog. And then you put Rice plays everywhere: DH, first base, catcher.
I would
That's what
trade
you have.
Wells. I would
have.
trade Wells and put Rice at the starting catcher. I would trade
Or
Wells.
maybe that's a good point as well. But Bellinger, I put at first base. Then you have no clog in the outfield.
Yeah.
Judge, Grisham, Dominguez, Stanton, whatever.
Maybe you could teach Grish Daddy to play first base a little bit.
No, he's
It's
good
not
in
an
center.
impossible task. No, he is, but maybe he gets a little older, gets a little slower. Father Time's undefeated, Matthew. So maybe eventually, what is he? How old is Trent Grisham, by the way?
What is he, 30?
It's a good question. How much money he's going to get? He is
28.
28. Wow,
Big years
he might
ahead.
get a 5-year deal. Yeah,
He's got big years ahead still, though.
yeah, he's in his prime, man. Beginning of his prime.
Yeah, another thing that I think one thing we have to talk about is with the addition of Schlittler to the rotation looks a lot better. I mean, just swapping out, I guess, what was it? It would be Stroman and who
Stroman. It
was their other
was
starter?
Yarborough,
Yeah, whatever. Stroman, whoever they're throwing out there, Stroman swapping him out.
Carrasco for some time.
Carrasco for Schlittler and Luis Heel. That's a big difference. Heel, Schlittler, and then obviously 2 really good seasons from Rodon and Fried. And then
Yeah,
whatever, your 5th guy doesn't matter. You're not throwing that guy in the playoffs. But for what it's worth, who's it been? It's been Warren, and he's been fine.
yes, Warren's been fine. Warren has not been. You're asking him to be a 5-starter, Matthew, and I think he's done more than enough as a 5-starter.
They've asked him. They've been very unfair to him. They've asked him to be a 3-starter
but that's fine.
all
He's
year.
been fine.
Yeah,
He's been fine. Look,
look,
he's
been
giving you
fine.
solid starts.
He's been a good 5-starter. They've asked
Yeah.
him to be 3-starter. Very unfair of them. He's been a good 5-starter.
Absolutely. And I think, look, Schlittler, other than that last start, which was absolutely terrible, I don't know what happened there. Look, it happens to everyone, I guess. I remember Garrett Cole had a few starts where he went 2 innings. That wasn't a great start. And you know what sucks about that start? He actually had like electric stuff. He was sitting 99. I texted you, Matthew, like this guy's, throwing gas. I'm thinking he's gonna have the best game of his career. Fired up against division rival, big game against the Blue Jays, and he just couldn't get outs. I mean, there was an at bat where Charlie Kirk, as some call him, hit 10 straight foul balls, and he couldn't get a strikeout. I mean, look, this guy had 40 pitches in the first inning, he had 38 pitches. So I mean, this guy, you kind of felt bad because his stuff looked good. It just looks like it looked like the Blue Jays lineup really got to him, and then that lineup is pesky, Matthew. The Blue Jays lineup is really pesky, and look, I'm surprised the Yankees took this seriously, to be quite frank, because I think the Blue Jays play a really good brand of baseball. I think that really I love Matthew. This is me making the point now that the Yankees should hire Don Mattingly as their next manager. That's my point.
Well, I agree, but Boone's not getting fired because they're going to make the
know.
playoffs. They made it to the World Series last year, right? We talked about this. Yeah. So look, I wish, but we have to live in reality. Boone is not going anywhere. He might not go anywhere for the next 10 years, Boone. So that's just the way it is.
That would be abysmal. And by the way, Matthew, can we talk about how it looks like he's aged about 30 years since becoming Yankees?
Good. He's only 50, he's like 52 years old. He looks like he's in his mid-60s.
He looks terrible. And look at him he used to be on the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball broadcasting crew. Look at a picture of him in that booth in the 2017 wild card game, which was less than 10 years ago. Yankees Twins. He announced that game. He looks like about 30 years younger. It is incredible. I gotta send you that picture. It's actually remarkable. And
No,
this
I
is a
believe
thing.
it.
It's a game that happened 8 years ago, less than 8 years ago.
No, I mean,
Crazy
I
to
can
see.
just tell you by he looks bad. It's not even like he's age. He looks bad for his age. He's 52 or
Oh, he
something, and he
looks
looks like
terrible.
he's in his mid-60s.
And I get it. Look, the
Not cool.
job is stressful. I get it and all, but like, is he really not making that many? Is he really making that many decisions, Matthew? We all know it's the front office calling the
Yeah,
shots.
that's true as
So
well. It's a travel, that's a lot. You have to be there at all the games. Yeah, let's do one more exercise. I'm looking at this bullpen now. What would be your tier ranking? Pull up the roster or whatever. Your tier
yeah.
ranking of the guys in the bullpen.
What's how many tiers?
Well, no, just list them. Like, Bednar closer,
Oh,
next,
okay. I
next,
see what you mean.
next,
Okay, high
the pecking
leverage.
order.
Okay, high leverage. And
Pecking order, let's call it.
okay. Let's see.
If you want
So
me to start, I have it pulled up,
you
so
can
I'll
yeah,
start.
you can start. Let me get the.
I think first,
I mean,
obviously Bednar first, right?
yeah,
Closer is
Bednar closer, 100%. He should be
100%.
solidified as that closer.
Yep, I would go second Weaver. I think Weaver, right, closed in the big moment. Hasn't
Yeah,
been
no,
that good
Weaver's definitely second.
lately, but,
Yeah.
right, closing the
Then it
postseason.
gets interesting.
I'm
Then I
going
think it's
third.
Cruz.
I'm going Cruz
I'm
third.
going Cruz. Yeah, I agree.
Somebody's favorite who we know, but Cruz third. Has been really good, throws one really good pitch, gets out, so that pitch is not hittable, it's good.
Yeah.
I guess who's fourth? I'm going give me Tim Hill fourth.
Yeah.
Are you
I
agreeing with this? All the way?
I think I agree with you everything so far. I mean, I think it's interesting because Tim Hill, did he pitch today? Did he
Did he?
pitch today at all? He hasn't pitched since August 31st. What's happening? Does he have a dead arm? I don't know what's going on
Or he
here.
might be hurt. They might not be telling us, but he might be
But if
hurt.
he's hurt, then might as well put him on the 10-day IL. If he's gonna miss 10 games anyway, what's the point of not doing that?
I think he's hurt. I'm just telling you.
But they're wasting his spot then. I think he has dead arm. The guy's pitched a lot.
honestly, that just means that our fifth, yeah, he's either hurt but I think they would put him on the IL because they love using the
Yeah,
IL.
they
They
love the
love
IL.
using the IL.
The Yankees are in love with the IL, man. They love the IL. They love saying IL. Oh, they
They
love
love
that shit.
tweeting. We
By the
announced
way, it's not
tomorrow
IL,
once.
it's DL. It's
It should be
DL.
DL. No, so you know what this means, honestly? It means that they don't internally have Hill fifth on their pecking order. That's what that means. They have to
That's
lower.
true. That's true. I
So
think
they have, right?
Doval
They have.
Doval's theirs.
So I'm going after Hill fifth, I would say. Or what, I had him fourth, fifth?
Fourth.
I had him fourth. I'll go fifth. I'll go Doval fifth.
I'm gonna go Blackburn. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, you know what? Give me Ryan Yarborough fifth.
No, Yarborough's long relief, though. That's a
Yeah,
different.
but he's fifth. I know. I feel like it's like a trust ranking. I trust Yarborough more than I trust Doval at this point.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I guess I'm saying you have to piece it together in the World Series. Your
Yeah,
starter
Yarborough
Max
pitched an
Fried
inning.
shits
He
the
can pitch
bed.
an
Now
inning,
you got to
man.
go one inning everyone. Like, how are you putting it together?
Well, I think Yarborough can go 1-2 innings in the playoffs. I don't think he has to pitch 4 innings. It doesn't have to be that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine.
You
So
might as well look. He's had a solid year, Matthew. So I mean, look, you might as well use him to some degree, right? If that's 1 inning, that's fine.
So after Doval, I have Mark Leiter Jr.
Yeah, I you know what? Hot take. I'm going Devin Williams over Mark Leiter.
I don't know about that.
I think Devin Williams' ceiling is so much higher than Mark Leiter, and I think I think Devin Williams' floor is very close to Mark Leiter's ceiling. I'm very low. I'm very down on Mark Leiter. I don't think he's a great pitcher. I just don't like his stuff. Is just so like his curveball's flat.
He's pitched once in the last 10 days as well.
Yeah, they don't trust him. I mean, man, he stinks. Mark Leiter is a terrible pitcher. Why is he still in this bullpen?
I have him high in the trust rankings.
Yeah, I
Then
know. Over Williams.
I'm going Yarborough, and then I'm going Williams, and then I'm going Blackburn last.
Yeah, I mean Blackburn is abysmal.
He's
The
not
guy's
going to be in the
7
postseason
ERA.
roster, right?
He can't. No, he's not going to be on the playoff roster because
Who's going to be on instead, a reliever?
don't they add a starter to the bullpen? Because it's four-man rotation.
So they put Warren in the bullpen?
Yeah, probably.
They should
That's
put
probably what they're going to do.
Heel in the bullpen.
That's what I would do. I would honestly. I would
Schlittler in the
do.
bullpen.
No,
I want him to start game 3 though.
I think right now, as it stands, I think you have Fried as the ace, obviously, Rodon 2, and then 3 is up for debate. Do you go Heel 3 because he's pitched more than he's more experience, one more year of experience, I guess. Schlittler, I don't see them putting Schlittler in game 3. I see it. I see a spot start for Schlittler in game 4. That's what I see.
I would go
I think similar to
Schlittler
what
in
they did
game
with Schmidt
3.
last year. Schlittler on a short leash in game 4. That's what I see.
I would go Schlittler game 3, hard throwing righty, and then if he doesn't have it, I put in Yarborough, and that's it.
Yeah. Look, Yarbrough as like a
Then you
bulk
get the lefty.
guy.
I think you have to combat the Schlittler with the righty, the hard throwing righty. If he doesn't have it, they're gonna put a lot of lefties in, and you get Yarborough in there.
Yeah, that's not a bad point. I would definitely look at that. Look, I think Schlittler has done enough to definitely be in the he should be in the conversation to start game 3, but I just don't see the Yankees going that direction because they're gonna say, "Oh, Luis Gil, he has some playoff experience already." Some bullshit.
Rookie of the year.
Some propaganda. Yeah, rookie of the year. And look, granted, he's been pretty good this year. He had another good start on Saturday. So I mean, look, he hasn't been getting his fastball velocity is a little down. Hasn't been getting as many strikeouts as he usually does,
He
but
walked so
he's
many
still
guys though,
yeah.
John. He walked like 5 guys in
And
that start.
what does he have? Like 8 walks per 9. It's not look, it's definitely troubling. His control has always been an issue. And it definitely showed in the playoffs. I mean, the guy couldn't the guy what he lasted against the Guardians, like 4 innings.
Yeah,
It was not good.
terrible.
That's still a concern. But look, the guy is
He didn't
talent.
get strikeout. He didn't have good stuff that day. I really believe that.
And when you really look at him this year, when I've watched his starts this year, it seems like he doesn't have the stuff is not as electric. I don't know if you've noticed
It's
that as
not.
well. It's not as electric.
But
And
it's not as electric. And I was reading, they say he's taking stuff off for the control, but he has 30 walks in 35 innings.
yeah, I don't really get that. I think the control is actually worse this year than it was last year. So might as well just chuck your
definitely is.
98.
I could give you the stats for the walks last year.
Yeah. What's the walks per 9? That's what you look at.
The walks per 9 last year, 4.5. This year, 6.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's not good.
It's not
I
good.
don't really get it. Like you might as well like just add 2 miles an hour and like you're gonna walk the same amount of people. Maybe you walk one more guy per 9. It's fine. You might as well add that velocity. Like it doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
prevent, help with your control, but it's not helping. So why are you holding back? I think he's still like not trusting his arm after that injury. That's what I think it is, mainly.
Well, in October we got to go all out. So
I know, but I don't know. I don't trust right now. Like, do you trust? I do trust Schlittler more than I trust Gil right now in the playoffs. But I think not Gil, but it's pretty close.
no, I think Schlittler's higher ceiling, but I think you can
Definitely. I think the floor is definitely like
floor, higher
it's a
ceiling.
floor. I mean,
It's
look, the
lower
floor is
floor. He can have a
the floor is
blow
what you
start.
saw. The floor is what you saw on Friday night. That's the
But
floor.
you know what? But I think you can mitigate that floor by bringing in Yarborough quickly if he doesn't have it.
Yeah, Yarbrough should definitely be in the bullpen as the bulk guy. Now, Grant, look, if all your starters are pitching well, then you save him for 1 or 2 innings. But you definitely save him for that spot where your starters, get shelled early in the game. You definitely save him for that, for sure. That's the way to do it. But
he's had a good year. I respect that.
yeah, hitting wise, I think the Yankees are. I mean, their lineup's in pretty solid shape. I think Stanton. You got to give credit to Stanton, man. He's had a phenomenal year, one of his best seasons to date. At the age of 35, this guy's aging like a fine wine. He's really his approach is like a professional this year. It's really like remarkable to see his evolution as
you got to talk about that.
It really is.
Well, I've been saying I haven't been able to voice this on the podcast, but I've been telling everyone if he was this smart of a hitter in 2017, he would have hit like 90 home runs. He never got cheated ever in his career. But now he's not getting cheated because he's swinging at pitches in the strike zone. He's not chasing as much. So he's still getting those 3 good swings, but he's getting that at pitches, getting his 3 good swings, pitches in the zone. He's guessing, 1-0. What are you going to get? Probably fastball. He's, on the fastball. There's just more baseball IQ, I would say.
Absolutely.
For sure. And I love it. I respect somebody like that in his second game at Yankee Stadium got booed like that.
Oh, I know. That was so unfair, by the way. Can we talk? That was so unfair.
I mean,
second game, unfair, man. Come on. Give him a series. No, and this guy, he
responded. I respect
he responded
that.
correctly. Like they asked him, I think in the presser, I think this was in 2018 when he got traded back. I think he was against the Rays. For some reason, I remember that. And he's like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not performing. The fans are going to boo me. And since that, like he's been just a really great Yankee. His answers, he always answers every question with professionalism. Like he's been so great. And I just think obviously like the one thing with him is the injuries, but he's just been, there's no complaints because he's performed in the playoffs when it's mattered the most. And he's been absolute professional. because even when fans have treated him as unfair as they treated him, he's always acted with the utmost just perfect, just a legend. He's a G. His name starts with G.
He's
He's
a
a freaking
G.
G. He's a G.
And in the biggest moment, he's gonna come through. It's not even like the
You
statistically.
always have confidence. And Matthew, even if he doesn't come through, he's not going to get cheated. He's going to get 3 good swings off, even if he strikes out.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, but you know what? It's not like he hits like 300 in the big moments. It feels like he hits like 800 in the
No,
like
it
really
does.
big
You
moments.
really try. Yeah, he's a G, man. I love Stanton. I know he's your favorite Yankee. He's one of my favorite Yankees
Yeah,
for
he's my
sure.
favorite Yankee right now.
Yeah,
Right now, my favorite Yankee.
yeah. Definitely is.
Um,
It's really crazy. It really is cool to see his evolution for sure. Like it's really like there should be a study on it, maybe a book or something that you could write in the future, Matthew.
yeah. And you know what? I'm looking at his contract. 2 years. Player. He has his team option. You got to pick that team option.
And Matthew, his contract is not that bad. I mean, they're paying him, what is it against the luxury tax? Like $18 million. It doesn't really kill you as much as you
It's
thought.
18 million because the Marlins
It's
pay
not
10
that
million.
bad. That's not bad at all. That's good market value, the way I see it.
It's
Even
great
no, but
market for
even
the playoff.
I'm
He's
talking
worth
about
every cent.
if he plays a full season, yeah, it's a robbery. But even if he plays like 70, 80 games, which is more realistic, like it's still a good deal. It's still
If
fine.
he's just good in the playoffs, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean,
That's
the
what I
way he played last year, Matthew, it was remarkable. His playoff
Yeah,
statistics are crazy.
yeah, it
They're
is.
nuts.
All right. Yeah, I think that's all we got.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jets next week against the Bills at home. I don't see them winning that game, but we'll see. I mean, look, the Bill. What is the final? Do we have a final in that game tonight?
I heard
Bills,
it was a really good
Ravens.
game. We missed out on it a little bit, but what are you
It
gonna
was a
do?
good game.
That's what I heard.
Oh, Bills won 41-40. Wow.
We missed it, John.
Hey, look, I think seeing 41-40. I think the Jets game next week's going to be 45-4. Let's be the same thing. Bills don't have a defense, apparently. Wow, what a game
DeAndre
it is. The
Hopkins,
Bills came
he's
back.
still in the league, this guy?
Allen got a rushing touchdown. Yeah, my parlay hit at least. Oh my God, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had 300 yards. What do you have? 169 yards rushing. That's incredible. He had like
Yeah,
200
this is
total.
something else, this game.
Yeah, we really missed a classic, huh? Baltimore was up 40-25, 15 points, and the Bills scored 3 straight touchdowns to win. No, 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal to win.
Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Wow. You know what,
What do you
Matthew, I'm so I couldn't be more happy that the Bills won this week. Because
I
next
know.
week, I'm so happy. So
They're going
happy.
to party hard this week and then,
Yeah, no, that's great for them. Oh my God, they said I had some friends say just text me game of the year. Wow, you know we really keep taking L's, man. This is just I got to go to bed because this weekend could not end soon enough. It's totally. I mean, look, we had a great day yesterday, but other than that, this
Yeah.
weekend has been a total abomination. It's been an abomination.
They're saying it's one of the worst weekends ever. I mean, we're not even going to talk about the spread picks. We usually do the spread picks. We're not going to even talk about what we picked, what we did this week. We're not even going to talk about it.
It really is unreal. I'm hearing game of the year. I gotta go to bed. This is ridiculous. I mean, really, this is just bang jobs. Just to the oblivion. It's really unreal. It's remarkable. I mean, bang jobs I've experienced this weekend. Unbelievable. I mean, I should have put the game on. I have a TV right in front of me. Why didn't I put the game on with no volume? That's on me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Thank you again to Beauty Counter for sponsoring today's episode. Always.
Hey, Beauty Counter, really appreciate it. I know you're under you're having some difficulties with the company, and hopefully you guys survive because you guys make great products. And look, before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to use my, face wash, a cleanser. Maybe I'll do a little face mask as well. Great products all around.
I'm a big fan of the roller. You know the roller?
The roller is excellent. Yeah, it really is. I know. You know what they call? I know you're talking about the hydration roller. It's really good.
Hydration roller from Beauty Counter. That's the one I use every night. Go like this every night. I get the cheek, then I get the nose, then I go the forehead. It's excellent.
I think your skin is the best it's ever been. It's remarkable.
You know
it really
it's
is.
hydrated. Look, it's hydrated.
At least we're gonna watch. At least we're gonna watch our football teams without having acne. At least we have that going our way.
Yeah. Thank you, Beauty Counter.
Beauty Counter, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Another great episode. It's great to be back. Want to shout out my friend Andrew Kubek. He watches every episode on the way home from work, from school, wherever he's coming from. Kid's a busy kid, engineer. Shout out to him. He's probably our biggest fan. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Georgetown Hoyas. Hopefully, we're in for a big season there, basketball wise. I don't know, if, you know, what you're hearing
2
there.
2-0, for football, maybe football school.
Wait, they have a football team? I didn't know that. They're in the
They
Big
beat
East.
No,
No,
they're in
they don't have a Big East. Never
a
mind.
Patriot League.
Oh, so they're with Villanova and Fordham.
Yeah. They beat big win, they beat Marshall University,
What was the score? What was the final?
like 30-20.
Are they 2-0?
2-0, and then they beat Davidson. Davidson, for the record,
Wow. Is it a home
Davidson,
game
for
next week?
context, has, like, a total student population of, like, 100 kids, so,
No, it's like the football games like a big event there or no?
no.
No tailgating?
No.
What the hell? 2-0 though. Maybe they're gonna start tailgating because the team's a wagon this year.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe they're saying it's a basketball school. I'm thinking maybe it's a football school. I don't know.
I don't think so. Look, I think have you seen Ed Cooley on campus or no?
Yes, I
You
have.
have?
I have.
Did you
He's a
say
big
hello to
guy.
him or no?
No, I walked past him. I was like, that guy looked like Ed Cooley. I searched him up. I didn't really.
Yeah, but Matthew, you could tell right away with the alopecia.
No, he's got it growing a little bit now.
Really? Maybe he's on some hair Ozempic or something. I don't know. So,
No, I said that guy looked like Kool-Aid.
Matthew, you know what? I
That
think
wasn't
he's
what it
using
was.
the Beauty Counter hair recovery cream.
Oh, yeah. No, it's for frozen follicles. That's what they
No,
say.
it's like just for men. It's just for men, but it's so much better. It's so much better. Yeah. It like unfreezes the follicles in 2 days. It's really unbelievable. The
Yeah.
job that Beauty Counter's done with everything, every single product is really like top of the line.
Thank you
So.
to the rep Francine for cooking us up.
Look, Francine, I'm gonna try to be well beautifully, but I don't know if I could do it. If my football team continues to have a season like this, I don't know. It's gonna be hard for me to do it, but I'll try my best.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not gonna be well. I mean, I can't beautifully. I'm not gonna be well in the first place.
I'll smash my, framed pictures beautifully, but I don't know if I'm gonna be well. I'll do my walks beautifully. I have some beautiful walks, but be well is definitely the toughest part of that.
Yeah.
Matthew, tell us a little bit about your walks at Georgetown after some tough losses. You've already had one, and it wasn't even during a playoff game. That's kind of
We had a tough loss against Houston. Brian Walsh, home plate umpire, missed some bad calls missed. So they're down 8-4. I'm hitting the sleds. I'm hitting the football sleds. You're like this, and then you
those
go
are
up on it.
remarkable.
I'm hitting the sleds. I'm throwing the ball. Suddenly I get texts back in it. 8-7. So now I'm on the football field. I'm in the end zone is where I actually am. I go on my phone. I'm streaming the game again on the phone on the football field. Nobody else is within the football field. The dorms overlook the football field. People probably think I'm nuts. I'm streaming again.
There was nothing posted of you on the field like that someone got from the dorm. Nothing was posted.
Look, it's possible. I was going cross body like dives like this, like not at the sleds, but at those like movable those things.
So
The linemen go like this.
Someone could have heard you. Someone could have heard you doing that.
Yeah, but the gates were open to the football field. So, anyways, I'm in the end zone. Now I'm watching 8-7, whatever. I heard Bellinger at home run. And then I see Jazz Chisholm again punch down a bad call. And I had a lacrosse ball, not even a baseball.
Chuck, yeah.
Lacrosse ball, threw it with the bounce. It went 86 yards. That's what we got with it.
Wow.
Some laps around. They had some random equipment strewn across the field.
Matthew, I think you're the reason why this football team is 2-0.
Bacteria shaped like weights. I don't know what that's about, but we were lifting them, throwing some chairs, rolling the medicine balls around. I don't know. People could.
I think you're the reason why this football team is 2-0 because you put some good juju on that equipment.
I'm going back this week if there's another bad Yankee loss.
Look, I think if I was at Georgetown, I would definitely be touching that, whatever you call it. What do you call it? The football? What do you even call that football stick? The tackle stick? I don't even know what you call it. Pad?
The
Football
sleds.
tackle?
I don't know the sleds.
A sled? I would definitely be getting dirty with those sleds if I was on Georgetown's campus today for that Jets.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's more content to come. Then after that, I was playing like wall ball.
Now, did your roommate question you go, like, did he say, where are you going? Did he question, was he concerned about your health?
No, because I slammed when it was 8-4, when Doval was giving up all those runs. I started slamming my computer and everything, and like iPad because I was streaming it, and I stormed out. I just stormed out.
Did he text you or anything? Like, are you
Yeah,
all right?
I said, "Where'd you go?" Because he had my location on Snapchat. He said I was on the football field. I don't know. It's like running sprints or something.
I love that you just stormed out. You know, it's funny you say that because in freshman year, I had this. I don't know if I've told you about my roommate. Hopefully, he's not watching. I don't think he's a friend of the pod. That kid hasn't watched a sports game in his life. So you know what? I'm not gonna be worried about that. But I remember
Okay.
coming. I think it was a tough. I think it was Rangers loss. Oh. Some who is
All right.
trying to go into a
The
room
student
as well?
center's closing, John. So I
Oh,
think
it's
we have to end
closing.
the
All right,
podcast.
we got to end the pod here. All right.
Yep.
Hey, great episode
All
as
right.
always. We'll see you guys in the next one.